Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how to install the Hadoop on Windows 11 platform, and it has lot of procedures and steps. So for my own convenience I have prepared the PowerPoint slide, and I will share you at the end of the video. I will share you this in the slide also, and you can follow the same steps for installing this Hadoop. Okay, let's get started with the prerequisite. Actually the Hadoop which has been built on Java, that's why we need a Java JDK kit for installing this Hadoop. Okay, so in order to install this Java, you can go to any official website like Oracle or OpenJDK and download it and install on your system. The thing is, I'm planning to use Hadoop 3.3 version. Okay, so I'm going to install this 3.36 version in my application, so which may require the JDK version, JDK 1.8 onwards. Okay, so if you have been using JDK 1.7 or something, so please remove it and try to install the JDK version 1.8 above. And one more thing, and this 3.36 can support up to JDK Java 17 version. Okay, the maximum version is Java 17, so that if you have 21 or 23 version, remove it. Okay, uninstall it and try to install from JDK 1.8 to Java 17. Okay, and that is what the prerequisite which is required. And the next thing is so once you have installed this Java, and check whether it has been setted in the environment variable or not. So the Java home must be setted on your environment variable. So if you want, you can go and check the environment variable. So here, if you type it on env, you may get the link here, edit the system environment variable, and click on the environment variable and check on the system variables. So here you can check here Java underscore home and check whether it has, ensure that whether it has been setted properly or not. Okay, so it must be the class path has to be setted properly. Okay, so in my application, in my system, it was installed in C drive and program files Java JDK 1.8, and that was setted properly. Okay, so likewise, and make sure that the Java home has to be setted in system variables. Okay, that is the first step. And later install the either WinRAR or 7-zip or even the WinZip also. So you can, as per your requirements, so you can install either WinRAR, WinZip or 7-zip, because the thing is, the Hadoop binary files which comes as a tar files. Okay, so you have to extract the application, extract the folder, extract the folders. Okay, so that's why we need either the WinRAR or WinZip files. Okay, so let me go with this. Actually, once again I will show you. So look at this. This is what the official site for your Apache Hadoop. If you type Apache Hadoop, means automatically it will list out the official website, and click on the Hadoop Apache Hadoop and check here. There is a download files. There are various versions which is available, like a 3.4. It's the latest version, but I'm going to use a 3.36 version because my Java, which is like a lower version, so that's why I'm using this 3.36 version. And as I mentioned before, it can support up to Java 17. Okay, so if you have more than Java 17 version, so try to uninstall it, and you can use this 3.36 version. Okay, so actually I have been convenient with this 3.36 version, so compared to the 3.4 version or something. So that's why I have been using this 3.36 version. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, here So as I mentioned before, install either WinRAR or something. So here go to the 3.36 version and click on the binary. So when you click on the binary, it will be downloaded. It starts downloading and it may take some few minutes. It depends on your internet connection. So click here and yeah, here. So when you click on this, it starts downloads. Okay, it starts downloading all the files. It may take some few seconds. It depends on your internet connection. Okay, so leave about this because actually I already downloaded that file. So for time being, I don't want this right now because already I downloaded and kept that files in my folder called software. Okay, Hadoop software, and this is what the files you may get it once we download it. Okay, so look at this. The extension name called TAR. Okay, and you have to extract these files on your application. So in that case, what I'm going to do here, before extraction, open the WinRAR file, open the WinRAR and right click and run as an administrator. This is the most important steps. So whenever you are extracting the files, it must be in an administrative privilege. So click on yes and go to the path. So actually minus so have been placed here. So here click extract and wherever you want, either you can place it in C drive or D drive, so as per your wish. Okay, so I'm planning to keep it in D drive. As I mentioned before, either you can keep it in C drive or D drive. So try to make it in D drive. So try to extract it in D drive. So if you have D drive, so try to extract it in D drive, because the reason is because sometimes in C drive you may get some file permission error. So that's why I'm suggesting you to keep it in D drive. So if you don't have any D drive, so then you can move it to the C drive, not an issue. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, in D drive I want to keep these files. Okay, let it be, not an issue. Click OK. It may take some few minutes because the file size is more. Just wait for a while. So it's just extracting all this files, and still we have a lot of steps to configure this Hadoop. So now as you can see here, yeah, this is what the folder which is creating right now. It's just copying all the files in this place. As I mentioned before, it may take a lot of time. So only 9% has been completed so far. Okay, so in the meanwhile, let's go further. Okay, so this is what the thing we have discussed so far. We have visited an Apache Hadoop release and downloaded that appropriate Hadoop version. and extracted, and I kept the files in D drive. Okay, and I'm going to make the folder name as an Hadoop instead of specifying the version number and all those things. So I just want to make it only on the it's been over, I think. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, it's been done. It's over right now. And as I mentioned before, for my convenience, I don't want any version number. Just I want to keep it only the name as Hadoop. Okay, so that's it. My folder structure was ready. And the second thing is setting the environment variable. Okay, so this is the next step. Like what you have did in Java, the same thing you have to perform in Hadoop. Okay, so earlier we have set an environment variable for Java home, right? So likewise we have to create environment variables for Hadoop home. Okay, so you need to specify where the Hadoop was installed on your application. So in my system I have kept the Hadoop in D drive. So the same thing I'm going to do it here. So look at this, Hadoop underscore home. You have to create new, type Hadoop underscore nome, and set the variable value as your path. Okay, so in my application I have set it in my path as an D drive :/Hadoop. Okay, so that is what I have done so far, and likewise you have to configure that one. Okay, so that is the second thing. And another one is one more thing I forget. Not only the so you have to set the path also. Click on the environment variable. So earlier we have created only Hadoop home and Java home. At the same time you have to make click on path, just double click it and create a new and set the path. So you need to specify where the bin directory which is located. So in my application the bin directory of Hadoop which is located in D drive. So I just mentioned as a D drive, Hadoop and bin directory. Okay, and likewise one more bin has to be mentioned, called as an sbin. So there are two directory, bin and sbin has to be set in path variable also. Okay, and likewise even the Java path also which is mentioned here. Yeah, so here I mentioned the Java path also, C drive, program files, Java, JDK /bin. So everything I have set it properly. Actually you don't worry, you need not to worry about this Java, because once you have installed, automatically the path has been set in environment variable. Okay, so you need not to worry. But in case of Hadoop, it has to be mentioned manually, it has to be configured manually. Okay, so it's not like an automated process. So once you have created, the thing is, first you need to set the Hadoop home. Okay, Hadoop home, that is the first step. And the second one, click on the path, double click on the path and set there are two directory, bin directory and sbin directory. You need to specify. Okay, you have to specify these two configuration, D Hadoop and bin directory and sbin directory. Let me show you these things. So look at this, D drive, Hadoop, bin directory and sbin directory. So these two files has to be mentioned in the path variable. Okay, that's it. And the next thing is this is a crucial step in Hadoop configuration. As I mentioned before, there are a lot of procedures in Hadoop. Okay, and you have to configure 5 files in Hadoop. The first one is core-site, hdfs-site, yarn-site and map-read site. Okay, so And so there are, as I mentioned, there are various files. So for each and every files, there is some specific responsibility. The thing is, starting with, let me start with core-site. Okay. So actually, the core-site, the major purpose of core-site is configuration settings. So every like there are a lot of modules in Hadoop, like in HDFS, called as an Hadoop distributed file system, and MapReduce and Yarn. So these modules which refers the core site for the configuration instruction. Okay, so that is why we have to configure this core site .xml file. Okay, so that is the first thing. And the second one is hdfs site. So what is that? hdfs means which is used to configure the hdfs related property. So it's just describing the properties like block size, replication factors, and data node and name node directory. So look at this. Here I mentioned how many replicated directories you need to specify, right? The replication factors. I just mentioned only one. One replication is enough for my application. Okay, and likewise, what would be the name node directory? Where is the name node directory, and where is the data node directory? So you need to specify where the name node and data node directory which is located. So this is what the property you need to specify in HDFS files. Okay, and after that, MapReduce. So what is a MapReduce configuration? Actually, it defines the job. Okay, so where the MapReduce will going to run. Okay, so you need to specify like an execution framework and the job tracker settings. So these are the configurations you need to specify in the MapReduce site. Okay, and finally the Yarn site. So which tells the resource management layer. Actually, the Yarn site, which is it is a part of the resource management layer, and you can specify the host name of the resources, and what are all the memory and CPU allocations, and the node manager settings. So these are all the configurations you can able to set in Yarn site. Okay, so these are the major these are the major files, configuration files you need to specify, you need to configure it. Okay, and before that, as I mentioned before, there are two directory you need to specify. One is called as a name node and another one is a data node. Okay, so let me create this directory first. So in Hadoop, I'm going to create one directory called as a data. So under the data, there are two folders I'm going to create. One is name node and another one is data node. There are two directories. So you might be having a doubt. Okay, why we need to create this name node and data node folder? Actually, it's very important for the Hadoop. The thing is, the Hadoop require the directory for the local file system. Okay, in order to store their metadata. Okay, so that is why not only the metadata, even the actual data block also. Okay, actually the metadata information which is stored in name node, and the actual data blocks which are stored in data nodes. Okay, so that's why we are creating these two different folders in Hadoop directory. Okay, and these directory which has been specified in a HDFS site. So here I mentioned here, I have to make some changes here because the thing is because my Hadoop is been stored in D drive, so I want to change it in D drive instead of C. Okay, and let me move on to that. So And one more thing I forget. Okay, let's come later. Yeah, first let us configure this. So what you have to do, go to the Hadoop, in etc folder, go to the Hadoop, and all folders, all the files which is located in Hadoop etc and Hadoop folder. Okay, and first let me go with the core site. Open Notepad, and here you can configure this. Just I am copying this property and placing inside my property files. That's it. Okay, just save it and close this file. And the next one is hdfs-site. Just I'm copying this hdfs-site and moving on to the here hdfs-site. Right click, Notepad, and here configure. Just place it. And as I mentioned before, so if you have been stored that Hadoop in C drive, just keep as it is. Okay, otherwise change it the directory as D. Okay, just save it and close it. And the next one is map reduce. Right click, edit it in Notepad, and here the property, just copying this property and place it here, and keep as it is, not an issue. I will share you these property also. Okay, the next one is yarn site. Go to the yarn site, right click, edit it in Notepad, and place your configuration, site information for the yarn. That's it. Yeah, that's it. We have completed the configuration. And finally, one more thing we have to set. You need to specify where the Java located. Okay, so that the path has to be set the Java path has to be set in Hadoop directory. Okay, so for that, the same location, there is a file called hadoop-env.cmd. Just find it here. Yeah, here. So look at the symbol also. It is like a Windows command script. So right click, edit it in Notepad, and come here. There is a Java path. Java home path is there, right? So just remove it and go to the Java path. Let me do one thing. Control N, which is located in program files. Java JDK 1.7. Let me check it. Yeah, this one. And just copy this path and here within double quotes place this. And one more thing you need to specify, because it won't accept any space between the file name. So that's why it is like tilde symbol and 1, program tilde symbol and 1. That's it. Yeah, save this file. That's it. We have done a lot of things, almost completed. And as I mentioned before, I have created this DataNode and NameNode in my path directory. Okay, and one more thing we have to do it after creating the DataNode and NameNode. We have to do one more thing, because some file permission which has not been set properly. So for that, what you have to do, go to the Hadoop, under data path, data directory, right click the data directory, um, go to the property, advanced, sorry, not advanced, security, yeah. So here, as you can see here, the users doesn't have any write permissions. Okay, so this will create an impact on your Hadoop directory, Hadoop installation, because sometimes what would happen, actually most of the time the Hadoop will store some information in NameNode and DataNode property, right? So if you don't have any write permissions, so you may get some error. Okay, so that's why what you have to do, click on the edit and user directory and make it full control. That's it. Okay, so this is a mandatory steps you need to perform on data folder. Okay, so now it is now you can able to store and retrieve the data. Okay, so and the next thing is one more configuration has to be done. We have to do it, that is called as a winutil.exe. so this file which is mandatory inside the bin directory. Okay, so what you can do it, you can go to this path and download the appropriate version. Actually my version, which is Hadoop 3.36, right? So you can download this version and keep this directory. Okay, so this is very very important. What you can do, you can actually only the complete path only it's possible here. Yeah, so what you have to do, click on the winutil, that the corresponding path, and click here, and you can download the zip. Okay, you can download all the winutils into your on your package. Okay, so actually already I have this winutil in my download directory. Okay, so let me download it, not an issue. So download this folder. Yeah, it's been ready right now. Just click on open location, extract it. Again it's taking some time because it's been downloading, extracting all the versions, but we may require only the 3.36 version from the winutil master. Okay, so be patient for a while. Sorry. Yeah, it's ready right now, and just go to the path and only choose the appropriate folder. Hadoop 3.36 version, right? And copy the entire bin directory and go to the folder where you have installed this Hadoop. So here the path is Hadoop, right? And delete this bin directory. Okay, delete this bin directory and copy the new one. So now you have all the files. So WinUtil, everything is ready right now. Okay, so actually the reason for copying this WinUtil is the existing bin directory was used only for the Linux version. So it has the files, the appropriate files only for the Linux version. It won't support the Windows version. Okay, so that's why I copied this WinUtil from the internet and paste it in my application. Okay, so almost we have been it's been ready right now. Now let's format the name node and we can start the execution. Okay, so almost we have setted everything. Let's move on to the formatting option. Okay, so in order to do that, first open the command prompt in administrative privilege. And go to the exact path, and before that you have to check whether the Hadoop is working properly or not. Okay, so to ensure that, check the first thing is Java -version. Check whether the Java version is set properly or not. So if you type it, you can you have to get it, get the path, you have to get the version, right? So if you get this version, which means that the Java has been installed properly and the environment variable also been set up. Okay, and the next one is Hadoop version. Sorry. Just a minute. It's taking some time. Just I want to check once again for the environment variable. Because I just want to know whether it's
still I'm getting some error. Let me check the environment variable. Environment variable, it's been
the current directory which is not supporting Hadoop version.
I want to check the configuration files.
That's why I'm getting this error.
There are 5 files which I configure. Once again. So this
is not okay. Let me go with the D drive, Hadoop bin directory,
remove the slash,
Hadoop version.
Save this file.
Here some issue is there.
Let me check it once again. Yeah, now it's been working fine. Actually, the problem with the path, the Java path in Hadoop directory. So that's why I'm not getting the proper. Okay, so now it's been ready right now, and it's just telling that Hadoop 3.36 version has been installed in my application. Okay, and now what I will do, let me before that I want to make sure that whether it has been opened in administrator or not.
Now we have to configure. We have
try
to format the name node.
Open the
hdfs
command prompt in administrator privilege.
Name node.
So always go with the administrator privilege. Okay, and just I'm moving on to the Hadoop directory, win, and formatting the name node. So it's been ready right now, and there won't be any error. It's showing. Let's move on to the final step. So almost everything is ready right now, and we have to start our Hadoop services. There are two services I need to start. One is a DFS and another one is a yarn site. So what I have to do here, start DFS.
Command prompt is not working properly.
So it may take some time. Just wait for a while. So now look at this. It's been started right now. And check whether is there any error occurred or not. So there won't be any error. Okay, then I will start yarn. So the yarn which opens two resources. One is a resource manager and the node manager. Okay. Yeah, everything is ready right now, and there is no error at all. Now you can start your. You can check whether it is working properly or not by open the web interface. Click here and go to the path 9870 localhost :9870. So once you get this interface, which means that your Hadoop interface has been ready. Okay, and you can also go and check whether the files, if there is any files and folders which is readily available or not. Okay, so you can check all these things here. Okay, and if you want to test something, you can also you can create your you can create a folder and you can create a files. You can check the path and you can open a files in a cat. So anything you can do it, work on it. Okay, so that's it. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you on next video.